everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle and this is Danielle's Books. Thanks for stopping by. This is going to be a reading vlog, my first one since I've gotten back into reading. So I'm actually filming this after I've already read all these books. So before we get into the books that I'm going to be talking about in this vlog, don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I would love to have you, and give this video a thumbs up if you like reading vlogs so I know to continue making them. And check out all the links down below. There'll be like Bookstagram, podcast, Zack's channel, Goodreads, Storygraph, and basically there's a bunch of stuff down there. So check it out. And now let's get into the books that are going to be featured in this vlog. We have 2023 releases. It's technically 2023 thriller releases, but I have some opinions on that as you'll see watching this vlog. First book up in this video is Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, and this one says, Knives Out and Clue meet Agatha Christie and the Thursday Murder Club in this fiendishly clever blend of classic and modern murder mystery. So you'll hear me talk all about this book and my rating and everything. First book up. There's going to be 4. Next one is Sally Hepworth, The Soulmate. This was my March book of the month pick. We skipped in April, but actually kind of worked out because I was sent a finished copy of the thriller pick anyway, but that's not in this video. So this is the March pick. Let's see if there's a blurb for this one. Prepare yourself for a thrilling, addictive novel about marriage, betrayal, and the secrets that push us to the edge in this latest book from the best-selling author of The Good Sister and The Younger Wife. I think this is my 3rd Sally Hepworth, and you can see my thoughts on that in this vlog. Next up, for another new release, we have You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. I chose to read this because I got a free audiobook through the ALC program from Libro FM. So I chose to read this one. The plot for this says, actually there's not really a great blurb. Honestly, I don't want to really talk about this book much because I have a lot of thoughts about this book in this vlog. So I'm not going to pitch the book here. Just watch my reactions to this book in the video because I definitely have some. And then the last book that's featured in this video is The Last Word by Taylor Adams. Everyone knows about this book. This was actually one of the, what month are we in? May, at the time I'm filming this intro. This is one of the May Book of the Month picks. We actually did grab that for our pick. And this one, I just had the ARC sent to me. This one says, after posting a negative book review, a woman living in a remote location begins to wonder if the author is a little touchy or very, very dangerous in this pulse-pounding novel of psychological suspense and terror. So, that's the 4th book, and these are all of them that are going to be featured in this video. So, keep on watching. Comment down below some new releases you're currently that you've read. If you've read any of these, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're currently reading. Just comment because I'd love to chat with everybody because it's been a while. And yeah, with that, let's just get into the vlog. All right, so we're in the middle of, or I started, Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, and I'm really liking the book so far. I actually just literally sat down and read 109 pages, just straight up, just sat down and kept reading. If this should be the first book that's included in this reading vlog, and this is like the first book I've read pretty much since the beginning of March. Like, I have had that much amount of time, that long amount of time, I can't talk, whatever, that I haven't read because of my pregnancy and everything. I just literally can't focus on books. So this is the first book that has gotten me back into the swing of things, and it's been really good. I am reading physically, and I'm also listening to the audiobook. I was super hyped to read this book. I just love the cover. The book is out of the cover right now. I loved the cover. I liked the concept, and so I was super hyped to read it. I think I got this book actually in the Come Shop With Me, which was maybe the last video on this channel. Sorry, guys. But anyway, to the book. Like I said, I just like pounded out 100 pages right there. And it's kind of an interesting book because we're following the narrator named Ernest Cunningham. And basically his family is reuniting, and because his brother and, you know, all these people's relatives is being released from prison. And so they're all reuniting, and they don't do this often. Ernest himself usually tries to get out of like family functions. There's a lot of like history behind why the brother went to prison and all of that. So you're kind of reading about the different dynamics of the family, and each like chapter here, let me show you. Each part, you're kind of following a different, let me see. You're following a different like member of the family and learning more about them and kind of what they have to do with the story, who they might have killed. There's, you know, a chapter about his stepsister and all of that. I don't want to get into too many details because honestly, the less you know going into this, the better. I didn't really know anything besides, I mean, obviously from the title, you can kind of gather what's going on with the book. And it's been really fun. I really like the narrator a lot. He kind of breaks down that fourth wall. Like he's literally telling you straight up, like what's going on in the, literally the, prologue. He tells you like, reader, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. Deaths happen in this book on page 60 something, chapter 13, you know, whatever. Those aren't the right numbers or anything. But he's super straightforward and is talking to you personally as the reader during some of the book. And that's worked for me. I think that might not work for everybody, but for me, it's been going great. And so, yeah, I'm 109 pages in. It's been a little bit slow in different chapters because some parts have just kind of dragged a little bit, but I'm still super intrigued with the story and I want to know what happens. I just got to the part where the brother actually finally made it to the reunion, and so now I'm excited to see what's going on because there's kind of a reveal that happens at that point of the book. And so, yeah, that's been good. I'm going to keep reading this. Zack just got home from work, so maybe he'll make an appearance today. Also, today is Wednesday, I think. I don't know. I've actually been off work for a few days now because it's just kind of how my work schedule worked. So I think today's Wednesday, the 26th, 7th. I don't know which one. I think it's the 26th. So, yeah, this is the start of the vlog. I probably will film the intro after I finish all of the books just because I want to make sure I can actually say, or I actually know all the books I plan on reading. But this was definitely the first book that I wanted to read because I knew that I had the physical and the audiobook. So, I will check in with you when I have another update. And I'm just really excited. I finally have picked up a book I'm really into reading, and I just hope that this whole journey keeps up because I've really honestly missed reading so much. I've missed filming. I've missed talking to people on Instagram through the podcast. I've missed talking or replying to comments and everything. I've genuinely missed it. Neither of us intended to be gone as long as we were, but I didn't want to keep putting up videos that just didn't have anything to do with me actually reading books because that felt almost like fake. Not that there's anything wrong with that for other people, but this is a channel about reading books and about books in general. And so if I wasn't reading books, it felt like I wasn't contributing as much to the channel as I probably could. And also, my energy during the first trimester was totally shot. And I know that's completely normal for anyone who's been pregnant. Sorry about this little tangent. But I was exhausted all of the time. And so I literally couldn't film and sit in front of a camera. And I know it's weird that I'm starting to film now because I'm actually sick, just with a cold. But I feel like I finally have the energy and the desire to read now, so I didn't want to keep pushing it off just because I got sick. So, long story short, but I will check in with you when I've read a little bit more. I think there's a chance I could actually finish this book today. If not, I'll definitely finish it tomorrow because, like I said, I'm super into it, and so I really just like want to knock out a huge chunk of it right now. Zack is currently rereading Christine, so maybe we'll get clips of that in here, but we'll see. He just got home from work, so he might not want to be on camera or anything, but yeah, I will check in with you in the next clip. Next appearance in the vlog. Say hi, vlog.
Hi, vlog.
Bye.
Bye, vlog.
Here's a moment for Bailey because you haven't seen her in several months that Zack and I haven't been posting. Hi, cutie pie. Oh, thank you. All right. I have just been sitting here reading more of, I mean, you guys know what I'm reading. Everyone in my family has killed someone, and actually I am all the way up to page like 280, so I have a little under 100 pages left and a little over an hour left in the audiobook. So I've gotten pretty far. Like I said, I've just been sitting here literally reading. And I will say, yes, I'm still enjoying the book, but it's been a little slow. I think this book is a little too long for what it is. And, you know, I am definitely going to see this through because I want to know the twist of what's going on. So a few more people have died, and, you know, we're still going through each family member and talking about what they've done and everything. Like I said, I don't really want to talk a whole lot about the plot because I really think the less you know, the better, because like I said, the narrator kind of tells you a lot of like what's going to happen just as part of the book too. So I think like the less you know going into it, the better. But I'm still liking it. Like I said, I'm hopefully getting out of the slow parts now because I do have less than 100 pages, but so far so good. I don't really have, my one theory that I had has already been shot down, so I'm kind of just gonna not even theorize anymore and just kind of listen to the rest and let the book tell me what happened, and I'm not gonna try and fish for the answers anymore. But we shall see. Also, if you've read this book, let me know your thoughts down below because I would be very curious. And it's crazy that I haven't read in like 2 months, and I'm potentially going to finish a book, a almost 400 page book in literally like one day, one afternoon. Who am I? I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about it though. So I will see you in the next clip, probably at the end of the book, unless I possibly come up with a theory like right before the end that I want to share. But I probably, like I said, I probably won't do that because I think that the less you know, the better. So I will check in with you in a little bit and give you my final thoughts on this book, and then we'll try and figure out what I'm going to read next. I'm definitely not going to start a new book tonight if I do end up finishing this. But we can talk about potentially what the next book could be. Like I said, I want to keep it in the new release realm. So good stuff. I will check in with you soon. All right. I'm currently in Zack's office, I guess, library room, bowling room, but I finished Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. So my first day back to reading, and I literally sat and finished the entire book, which is a huge accomplishment for me right now. I'm going to give this book 4 stars. I really, really enjoyed the ending. If you've seen the movie Knives Out, which if you haven't, you should, but the ending feels very much so like that because you kind of have, see, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a lot of reveals that happen as told by someone. Like they basically play out everything that happened. And I really, really enjoyed that. So I'm going to give it 4 stars. Like I said, I'm knocking a little bit off because I think this book was too long. It didn't need to be as long as it was. Like I said, it was almost 400 pages. I think that's a little long for a thriller, in my opinion. But like I said, there's definitely some areas that this book could be cut shorter. But I was really invested in the characters. This is definitely a character-driven story. This is not really a thriller if you're going into this wanting a thriller. It's definitely more like murder mystery. Like, you're trying to figure out literally what happened, and you know, you have all these players involved. So it was really enjoyable. So I'm glad I finally read it. And so the first book in this vlog is going to be 4 stars, which is a great start. I'm going to end the vlog here for today, and then tomorrow morning I'll start a new book and I'll update you with what that is, because honestly right now I don't totally know what that book will be. So stay tuned for the next clip, and I will see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, and I'm planning to start another book today, so I figured I would take you along that journey with me. Sorry, my ponytail's a little nuts. So we're actually going to the library. Zack is off work today. I work later tonight, so we've got a little while. He's planning to finish Christine, and then, like I said, I'm starting a new book. The book I have planned to start is, I'll put the thing over here because I don't have it physically, You Should Have Left Here, You Shouldn't Have Come Here, something like that, by Geneva Rose. I have the audiobook for this because I got it through Libro a while ago. So I was planning on possibly starting that one. If that book doesn't pan out, I also really want to read The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. So that's another option. And then another option is actually the book I have on hold at the library. It's called The Death of a Bookseller. I'll put that cover here, or I'll just show you when we go to the library. That book just came out the week that I'm filming this, which is the last week of April, and I was like the first one on hold for it. So I have it ready, so that's what we're gonna go pick up. I technically have a book that was due yesterday that I need to return, so hopefully that's not a big deal. It won't be. It's literally the library that I work at. So we're gonna do that. I'll take you along with. I'm hoping to find maybe a couple like new books on the new book display at the library, but we'll see, because I know a lot of the new books that I am interested in tend to be the ones more talked about, so it's hard to get them right when they come out. But we'll look at the new bookshelf. Oh, and then The Last Word by Taylor Adams. That's another one I might start today, but I'm actually thinking about putting that on my May TBR. Like I said, my May TBR will be up before this vlog, so you'll know what I did for that, because I kind of want to buddy read that with Zack. So I'm thinking about that one being for May, but I will let you know in the next clip. Well, not the next clip. The next clip will be at the library. After that, what book I plan to start. So we've got a whole day ahead of us before work, and I will take you along with us. So let's go to the library. Say hi. All right, so I started You Shouldn't Have, what is this book called? You Shouldn't Have Come Here. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading and everything, but just like initial thoughts, I'm like not thinking that this is a book I'm going to be interested in. These two main characters, we get both point of views, and this girl, I honestly don't even remember her name, and I'm currently reading the book. This girl is in Wyoming at an Airbnb, and this guy, Calvin, is hosting her. They're both staying at this Airbnb, and they are both so horny. I'm like, I don't need this in my thriller. Like, let's get to something thrilling. I know we're like setting the stage here for these characters, but like, if I wanted to read about horny people, I would pick up a romance. I have no interest in that. at this time. So hopefully that fixes itself out and like someone dies real soon, because I already am like, am I going to DNF this? And I literally just started the book. So those are my initial thoughts, and I guess I'll get back to you when I get a little bit further in, but I'm literally only like 20 minutes into the audiobook. Like I said, I don't have a physical copy, and already I'm like, this might not be what I signed up for. So I will let you know once I get a little bit further, but those are just like my initial thoughts. Lots of horniness going on right at the beginning of the book. All right, so I'm currently outside with the dog, letting her out, and I have about 2 hours left in the audiobook. Some like, I guess, weird things have been happening at the house that Grace is noticing, and she's, you know, keeps like bringing them up, like, oh, did you hear that like weird noise? What's this weird like dead pit of animals doing here? Like, a lot of people have died at this Airbnb house that she's staying at, and so she's kind of keeping track of all the weird things happening, but also like these two are still like horny as hell for each other. So I'm not really liking it anymore, but I guess I'm curious to see like what's actually going to happen, which is annoying because like I don't know why I am, because nothing thrilling is really happening. So I'm just going to see through to the end, unless like nothing really happens for another little while. But like I said, I only have 2 hours left of the audiobook, so I should be able to finish that no problem today. And then I guess I'll let you, or I'll update you probably at the end. I'm not sure I'll have another update before the end. I guess it'll depend on if anything like crazy happens or something. But right now, this is like a 2-star book for me. But we'll see if something crazy happens. You know, that could go up a little bit. But there's no chance in hell this is a 5-star book. I can tell you that right now. So I will check in with you in a little bit. Also, it's like really nice outside. We've been waiting for nice weather here in Chicago. We've had like 50s, but we haven't had a lot of sun lately, so it's kind of a nice day. So I'm gonna hang out here with Bailey for a little bit and listen to the audiobook. So I'll check in with you in a little bit. All right, I just finished You Shouldn't Have Come Here, and I actively hated this book. I'm gonna give it 2 stars, and I don't feel bad about that at all. There was absolutely no... If you're going into this expecting a thriller, you should switch up your tune, because this is not a thriller at all. At all. The only thrilling part happens in the last, like, 18 minutes of the audiobook. And that's it. Everything else before that is a romance of 2 horny people just, like, pushing it off. And then finally they bang, and it's like, okay, what's next? I hated this book. 2 stars. I would not recommend this book to anyone. Okay, that I feel a little bit bad about, because I'm sure some people like this book out there, but me, no. So I think the next book I'm going to go after is Sally Hepworth, The Soulmate, or, what was the other one I was thinking of? That Megan Miranda one, something about strangers. I don't know. What's the purple Megan Miranda book called?
The Only Survivors?
Oh, not Strangers, Survivors. Okay, The Only Survivors. I'm going to do either of those or Death of a Bookseller. I still need to figure that out, but I need to get ready for work right now. So I finished 2 books in 2 days so far, and I'm planning to start another one because I want to bring one to work tonight because it's my night shift and those are usually a little bit slower. So the next clip, you'll probably see which of those 3 that I start, and yeah, we're just like rolling through new releases, and I'm not mad about it. Zack also just finished, he's sitting across from me right now. He also just finished his reread, and how did that go?
5 stars. Love the book. Figured I would.
Christine by Stephen King, in case anyone was wondering. Also, this video is going up after his May TBR, so if you want to see what he's planning to read next month, go check that out, and his channel's always linked down below. And then, yes, at this current time, I'm going to plan my TBR because I still technically haven't put together my pile yet, but like I said, that video will be up before this. So the next clip will probably be me starting one of those 3 books, and I'm probably going to be on my way to work. So I will check in with you then. All right. Hi, everybody. It is now officially Friday. I didn't end up filming anymore last night because I went to work, and then right after work, I actually went to Zack's bowling because last night was the championship for his league, and he basically needed to win last night in order to make it to like the ultimate championship. It's kind of confusing, but they won, which was really exciting. So I wanted to be there for that. So even though I work until 9 o'clock on Thursdays, I was like, I gotta go see if he wins and everything and be there. So I went and did that, but I did start The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. I am reading this physically while also listening to the audiobook again. That's my preferred way to read books. It always has been. And so I didn't get too far into it though. I am on page 28. And so far, you know, I don't know like a whole bunch, but basically this couple or this family lives in a really nice house near a cliff. It's known as the Drop, and this cliff is, and basically from like their kitchen window, they can see people go to this cliff and potentially want to commit suicide or and so the husband of this couple, what's his name? What are their names? It's Pippa and Gabe, I think, right? Yeah, Gabe. So Gabe will often go out there when they see people and talk them off the cliff, basically, or off the ledge. And he's got a great track record of doing this. He has saved so many lives and everything. And it's very well known to the police because usually what they do is Pippa will like call the police, and then Gabe will go out there and talk to them and get them off the ledge. But there was one instance where someone did jump off the cliff, and it's kind of messing with Gabe's head because he was right there, and basically it seems like he will know, or he would know more than what he's letting on is kind of what I'm assuming we're getting at here, because obviously he, as we know, was the only other person out there, and his wife, Pippa, saw his arms out like this, and so she was like, I don't know if he might have actually pushed this one or if she jumped, because she had to like bend down or something, and so she missed the whole interaction. I'm intrigued by the beginning of the book, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. The audiobook is not super long. It was like 7.5 hours, and so I should definitely be able to read this book today too. This was my April, right? March. This is a March book of the month pick. That's right, because I skipped April, which I'm excited because I'm hoping that during this vlog, they'll drop the May picks, and maybe we can pick one together, because I really don't want to skip again, of course, but I don't know, I'm kind of picky. So anyway, I'm really liking the book. I'll catch in with you when I'm a little bit further, because now I am going to read more at home. I'm off work today, so like I said, I should definitely be able to get through this book, and I'm excited. I really, really, really like Sally Hepworth. Her writing works for me. And also this is told in dual timeline, which is kind of interesting because, like I said, I'm only 29 pages in, so I don't know, like how long this will go on or something, but we have Pippa's chapters, and then we just got a chapter of the girl who died and like her perspective. And I was like, that's kind of interesting. So I'm excited to see if that will continue on throughout the book. I hope it does, because I feel like her backstory is probably going to mean something to the story. So that's been really interesting. And yes, if you've read this book, let me know your thoughts, because I would love to chat about it with you. So I'm going to get to reading, and I will check in with you in a little bit. All right, so I am now about halfway through The Soulmate, and I have like an hour and a half left-ish on the audiobook, and I'm still really enjoying the book. So, like I said, it's dual timeline, and so Pippa's timeline, we're following the past and the present, and we're just kind of seeing the dynamics of her and Gabe's relationship, their marriage, and everything. And then also we're kind of seeing how Gabe, or how they knew the woman who died. That's not a spoiler. I'm pretty sure that is said in the synopsis, but also you find that out very quickly in the book. And then Amanda's chapters, we're getting her like after death and before, and figuring out her relationships and how that might play into the story that we're reading. So I'm really liking the book, and I am curious to see how this is going to wrap up, because I've heard there's some good twists at the end, and honestly, I don't know what they are. So, and I don't really have any predictions right now, because I feel like there are some like easy predictions to make, but I feel like I don't know if it can be that easy. So I'm not going to really predict anything for now. And I am definitely going to finish this today, because I'm very curious with how this will wrap up. I've heard pretty good reviews for this book. Not a ton of reviews, but the ones I've heard have been pretty good. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this plays out. And then after that, I'm not sure if I'm going to start another book today or not. I would like to start another book today, only because I work a whole day tomorrow. I have like a 9-hour shift or something like that. So I'd like to bring a book to work. And so I'd like to have kind of already started one, because it can kind of be hard to start. This might sound weird. It's kind of hard to start a new book like in a potentially like busy atmosphere, because the beginning is when you're getting introduced to everybody and everything. So I'd like to have a book already started going into tomorrow's shift. But yeah, I probably won't be able to film much tomorrow. I could maybe during my lunch, but we'll see. I'm hoping to keep this vlog going at least through Sunday, because I'm also off work on Sunday. So I'm hoping to finish like 4 to 5 books in this vlog. We'll see how that plays out, but let's wrap up book number 3, and I will see you when I'm done with the book. All right, so I just laid in bed and finished The Soulmate, and I gotta say, I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed how this book ended. I will say, basically the theme of this video is I've been searching for a thriller, and I'm not quite getting there, but I've still read some books that I enjoy. Again, like I said for the last book, if you're going into this book looking for a thriller, it's not a thriller. It's suspenseful. There is a mystery that you're trying to figure out, what happened to the girl who died, but it's not a very thrilling book. But I just really enjoy Sally Hepworth's writing, and the ending wrapped up in a way that worked for me. I think that this will be a book that's hit or miss for people. So hopefully if you read this, it's a hit for you. But I would definitely recommend this book. I really enjoyed it. So I'm giving it 4 stars. And yes, I will say I had this 4-star, and everyone in my family, what is it called? Everyone in my family has killed someone. I also gave 4 stars. I liked that book better than this book, but they're both 4 stars. And honestly, I haven't really stopped thinking about that book. So it might be more of like a 4.5, maybe even a 5 if I really wanted to be like super generous, but it's a 4. I'm going to keep it that way, but I liked that one more than this one. I'm going to take a little bit of a break because I need to eat something, and I guess the next clip you'll see is probably me starting my next book. I don't know if that will be tonight or if that will be at some point tomorrow or just whenever I get a chance to film again, but I do want to put another book in this video. So at some point I will start another book, and it'll be in the next clip for you, but it might be a few hours for me. So we shall see. Like I said, you already know what the book is, because I would have put it in the thumbnail. So lucky you. But right now I don't know what that is. So I will check in with you all in a little bit, and let me know what you're currently reading. If I haven't said that yet in this video, comment down below what you're currently reading, because I would love to know. Hello, everybody. So, update time. This is actually technically a few days later. Some crazy things kind of happened over the weekend. So, I worked all day Saturday, and then Zack got a concussion at work. So,
Hi.
yeah, he's next to me. So that kind of halted my reading a little bit, and which is okay. And also, because I don't want to prolong this video any further, I'm actually going to end this vlog here. So you got 3 2023 releases out of me, and actually Zack read The Last Word because he's kind of been home not being able to do much. So I thought that I would let him talk about that, and then that can technically be the 4th book review, spoiler free, and that was technically the book I was going to read anyway. I still plan to read that book. I'm probably going to put it in my May TBR video. I still need to film that, and it'll probably be this outfit that I'm wearing. So I will let Zack talk about that, and then yeah, we're going to end this, I guess, kind of weekly vlog here, and hopefully everyone's okay with that. Hi.
Hi. So, I'm concussed. Good times for me. So pretty much... Wait,
Use words, not
gonna,
ums and ahs.
Okay, well, I'm concussed, so...
Okay.
So, pretty much, The Last Word, Taylor Adams, I want to say I had a problem with it, and I talked about it with Danielle. And
you didn't spoil anything.
I didn't spoil anything for her. I can't say anything to you guys though, because it is sort of on that verge of a spoiler type thing. Just know that a character has a lot of stuff happen to them, and
that's not a spoiler. That's in the synopsis. You know that the girl is getting like.
Well, yeah, but I'm not trying to not say that person in particular. So you just said it. So I guess you spoiled it. So some things, I know, certain things happen to a certain character in this book who shall not be named, and pretty much the way how things end up for that character do not add up, like, physically. Like, this person should 1,000% be dead.
Okay,
so
you gotta stop there, friend.
Well, yeah, so I'm stopping there. Like,
what are you rating it?
And that's where I'm a little stuck. I want to give it 5, but just because of that one little, like, there's no way that person should be around, like, it makes me want to knock a half star off, but the book was just so good, I don't know if I can.
So you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm just going to sew on 5.
If that's the only thing wrong with the book, though, then
well, yeah,
it sounds like a pretty good book.
Kind of a slowish start, but it's, by slowish, I mean, like, maybe a couple of pages.
I will say, I did start the book. I only read the prologue, and the prologue gets you really intrigued with the story right away, but like I said, that's as far as I was able to get, just because
also forgot while reading it's a double narrator, and so all of a sudden a guy started talking and I got thrown off again. So yeah, otherwise really solid book. Okay, so there's lots of twists in this book. I did guess one of them right, but I guessed it so much earlier on that, like, it was disproven like twice, and then at the end it was proven correct. So I was like, oh, and I even told Danielle, like, oh, damn, the one guess I had, I was wrong. And then when I finished, I was like, actually, I was right.
So,
but I never told her what the twist I thought was.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm assuming you liked No Exit better. But
No Exit I did enjoy a lot better. I will say kind of the same thing. The person in No Exit, so many things happen to her that it's like she probably shouldn't have survived either. I think that was something I even mentioned way back when I read that book too. I was like, there's no way this person should be breathing. So I guess the same deal with this one. 5 stars. Both of them still way better than Hairpin Bridge. I would say this is definitely a nice revival. I would say I have in Taylor Adams.
Also, guys, it's raining, so sorry if you hear the wipers.
Yeah, you need to get new ones for the season.
But that is going to be this vlog. I'll have all 4 of those books linked down below. I'll have Zack's channel linked down below. You should go check him out because he's pretty cool. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like vlogs. I like filming vlogs, but I hope that you like watching them too. And so that's that. I will see you in the next video, and I hope you guys all have a great day whenever you watch this.